Quando eu me vi só nesse lugar, eu pensei que preciso sair pra me libertar. Seja com quem for, a minha vida cantar, nunca no mesmo lugar. Seja sozinho a dois, o resto eu vejo depois. Mas só em pensar que com a sua face, tudo que eu pedisse, só você que me desse. Aí pensando desse esse quarto falasse, mas que pena, já era, já era, já era. Não deixo mais aquela tão bela e singela, e nem dá. Porque se eu ouço a voz dela é através de alô. Se passou pela favela é porque alguém me falou. Então já que me deixou por aqui, aprendi a viver um pouco sozinho. Mas o que eu posso fazer, fia, se eu gosto da boemia. Essa noite pra mim é dia, mas posso mudar. Mas como isso é questão de tempo, então isso nem tenho muito, nem curto. Fica de canto, eu prefiro suar. Quando eu me vi só nesse lugar, eu pensei que preciso sair pra me libertar. Seja com quem for, a minha vida cantar, nunca no mesmo lugar. Seja sozinho a dois, o resto eu vejo depois. O resto eu vejo depois, talvez, pode ser que uma mina firmeza possa trombar no rolê. É isso, deixa comigo, é só seguir o sentido e despertar os picos floridos. Mas não, pera lá, deixa eu falar, né assim, para mim tem que ter valor. É só chegar e abusar, nem forjar, nem fingir que nem dá pra sentir o amor. Uma fita, ela não confia mais em mim, acredita. No conto das minas que pra mim foi mágica. Tava tudo claro, mas a cena complica e a saudade fica. Então já era, já era, já era. Não beijo mais aquela tão bela e singela, e nem dá. Porque quando eu me vi só nesse lugar, eu pensei que preciso sair pra me libertar. Seja com quem for, a minha vida cantar, nunca no mesmo lugar. Seja sozinho a dois, o resto eu vejo depois.
Let go. Focus. We need some It's the Pacers. And they're doing business on the road. It's an interconference NBA matchup. We're all set to bring you NBA action with Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Portland playing for the home crowd again tonight. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Paul George is out there with Horford. Then there's J.R. Smith. Then it's George Hill.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth. Even on a power throw. Oh! Yeah. Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks.
I tell you
there.
what, I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that one again.
Here's Marjanovic, and he banks in the layup.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
There's the dish to Carroll. Outside Gasol. Over in the corner, Lillard. 4 on the clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Shot's good by Turner.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
Damian Lillard is a two-time All-Star. He just keeps getting better and better, and I love his demeanor on the floor. He seems a lot older than he really is.
Yeah, he's got an old head, and he's got a very even-keeled disposition about him, which serves him well. He almost missed the All-Star game last season and was an injury replacement.
And for Lillard, that motivation. Remember, he got cut from Team USA a couple summers ago in favor of Derrick Rose and Kyrie Irving, and Lillard calls it wood on the fire. Those things keep him focused and also hungry.
Pass to Henderson. He kicks it to Carroll. Passes it to Henderson. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
And remember, Lillard, the former Rookie of the Year, he's had his snubs, but also he's gotten some recognition. Even playing in the Pacific Northwest, he's got his own signature shoe now, and his star definitely on the rise.
To the middle. Ripped away. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. Feeds it to George. And he gets it to go.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Turner with a screen on Hill. Lillard the pass to Henderson. Carroll dishes to Gasol. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Picked by Horford. Here's Marjanovic. Good work defensively by Turner. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Henderson, no one around him. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Outside, George. J.R. Smith on the wing. Back to George. Here's Marjanovic. And he stuffs that one home.
He is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the rim.
Lillard outside. Carroll kicks to Gasol. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And Tamari Carroll, good for 3. And it's a tie ball game. For Indiana, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Here's Marjanovic. And he slams it one-handed.
Plain one-hand flush. I love it.
Clark, I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike.
Yeah, the one hand lets you get up higher.
No doubt about it. At least it looks like that from this angle.
And stolen by Horford. He lobs it up. And it's George finishing it off.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Horford with it. Lillard picks him up. Smith kicks to George. Here's Horford. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Carroll passes to Turner. Buries the 7-footer. For Indiana, they come into this one following a loss to the Nuggets in Denver. Lillard against Hill. Here's Marjanovic. Power down with both hands.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim. Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Biombo's checked in for Portland. Andre Robertson comes in for Gerald Henderson. Here's Lillard. Coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. Kicks to Gasol. 16 feet away. Buries the jump shot. Gasol's got his second basket.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work him over the rest of the game.
6 to shoot. Smith dishes to Horford. Again, Indiana.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
All right, I want everyone to give it up for you.
What a season for Al Horford last year. Such a great display from him and his team as he led the Hawks to the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference.
And for all the team accomplishments the Hawks had, Horford was able to hit some of his own milestones as well. Had his first career triple-double last season.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Pacers. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Lillard with it, and it's Horford picking him up. Smith against Lillard. Pass to George. Johnson sends the screen for George. And it's Portland with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Pacers leading by 6. He dishes it to Horford. And George kicks to Horford. Back to George. The pass to Johnson. Indiana moving it around. The kick out to Hill. No one near him. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Here's Roberson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
Hill has the open look. Again, missing Hill. Trailblazers trailed by 6. Lillard with it. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. And stolen by Horford. Dishes it to Hill. And George, here we go.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
They get it back. And that one's good. Pacers leading by 6. Outside Hill. Smith outside. He feeds it to Horford. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Lillard attacking.
And one thing about Damian Lillard, for as much as he handles the ball, for as much as he pushes the action, he doesn't turn the ball over. I mean, surprising for a young, aggressive point guard, but this guy plays wise beyond his years.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Carl Landry's checked in for Biyombo. Marcus Morris comes in for Damari Carroll. And it's Livingston in for Andre Robertson. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Indiana. Puts up the baby hook. Lillard attacking. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts. And you know, Clark, another important point regarding Lillard, for as aggressive as he has been going to the basket, he's extremely durable. He's been terrific in terms of health.
He's been an every gamer throughout his young
Isn't
career.
That
is
yeah.
remarkable. Unusual in today's NBA for sure.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Leonard comes in for Pau Gasol. And Bogdanovich is subbed in for Damian Lillard. The Pacers also with a sub. Ezeli's checked in for Al Horford. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. When you think about Sean Livingston, you think about the career that might have been an absolute rising star after being taken, Clark, 4th back in the 2004 draft.
Kevin, he was averaging over 5 assists a game as a teenager, and his shot was improving every year. Then the devastating knee injury. Just great to see him back playing basketball.
Barbosa kicks to Booker. Jumper off the screen.
It's still early, but they've started to establish themselves on the glass here.
Yeah, scrappy, Clark, for each and every rebound. They are not backing down.
Here's Landry. And the rejection by Ezeli. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. The Pacers shooting has been tremendous early. Their offense looking primed and ready for this matchup.
And getting back to Livingston, he's had comeback after comeback. I mean, each time he'd start to flash those unbelievable movement skills, he'd get injured again. It's a shame because he was on the path to becoming one of the game's great young point guards.
And Portland with the ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. It's stolen by Johnson. Now the Pacers moving it up. There's a minute left here in the opening quarter. From past the arc. No good from Booker.
And for Livingston, last season with the Warriors was a dream. He got to back up Steph, so he got to play against second stringers, and we got to see flashes of his dominant traits again. What a happy ending for him.
.34 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Johnson the screen. Plenty of space. Shot is off. And it's Portland the other way. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Morris. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Leandro Barbosa.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes. Like conducting an orchestra.
Pacers trailed by 3. Now the feed to Booker.
That's his first personal foul. In for your Trailblazers.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Barbosa passes to Booker. Here's Marjanovic. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Portland out in front as they end the first quarter. And so far it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Right from the start, they have been able to really own that paint and just dominate the backboard.
Well, Greg, you can't dominate the boards unless all 5 guys are making the effort to box out and chase down the ball.
We've got Marcus Morris. Livingston is out there with Henderson. Then it's Churn. And it's Carroll in at the 3 spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. A different look now for Portland. Pau Gasol's checked in for Marcus Morris. And Lillard subbed in for Sean Livingston. In Indiana with a change here too. Randall's checked in. Over to the wing. Carroll kicks to Gasol. Booker pulls it in.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Picked by Randall. There's the triple. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got it all tied up now for the Pacers.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And for the Pacers, they're shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Here's Randall. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
Lillard against Barbosa. And Lillard kicks to Turner. Clock at 6. Inside. Now the dish to Gasol. It's stolen by Randall. Here's Booker. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Lillard attacking. Stolen by Barbosa. Out in his own on the break. A nice shot by Booker.
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down, game players. Discretion is the better part of valor.
Carroll, no one around him. But they get it back. Poked away. Barbosa with the steal. Up the floor. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 7 points in the game. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
To the right side. Indiana moving the ball around. Here's Marjanovic. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
A different look now for Portland. Biyombo checks in for Turner. And it's Doug McDermott in for Gerald Henderson. Smith checked in for Indiana. Lillard dishes to Gasol. And it's Carroll in the corner. Back to Gasol. Just 5 on the clock. And now Randall pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
And one feels bad for the way Julius Randle's career started. I was there that night. First game of the season, 7th pick out of Kentucky in the 2014 draft. Suited up for one game, broke his right leg 14 minutes in. And the guy that comforted him the most, I recall very vividly, Kobe Bryant stayed with him the entire time when he was really in shock on the floor.
He was, and unfortunately, for so many reasons. For one, he had really been progressing in the summer league, and the Lakers obviously had high hopes for him. And when he went down, that was the start of the rest of the ship kind of going down with him.
George passes to Randall, and they're able to recover. Out to the wing. Carroll with it. Barbosa picks him up. Biyombo, no luck.
And, you know, going back to Randall's rookie year, his troubles really started during medical checkups before the draft. They found a foot injury dating back to high school. The 5th metatarsal had been broken, which may be why he fell a few spots in the draft.
And Lillard kicks to Gasol. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 4th assist in this one.
They're perfectly content to keep going to that mid-range jumper. If the defense is going to give it to them, they'll take it all day.
It's about getting open looks, and they've used that shot with great effect here tonight.
Pick by Randall. They set the pick. And George, here we go. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And talking about Randall's rookie injuries, the Lakers were going to let him play through the foot. But once he broke the leg, they did season-ending surgery on the foot as well. Hopefully, now he can just stay healthy and get to play the game he loves.
You know, and Paul George played the first few years of his career in the NBA with 24 on his back. And as you can see, he now goes with 13 after making the switch prior to last year.
Combo dishes to Gasol. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And with Paul George going with the number 13 now, as you can see, helps with his nickname, PG-13.
Yeah, that's a good nickname, a nice fit. Young Tracy, as he likes to go by on Twitter, he said himself that it was about embracing his stature and stardom in the league. Nice way to do it.
Turner's checked in for Portland. Roberson comes in for McDermott. So many people overlook Pau Gasol prior to last season, seemed to think that Clark, he was past his prime.
Well, he was a starter in the All-Star game, and a huge reason the Bulls played as well as they did. It was a big season for him. A lot of GMs shaking their head for not going harder after him.
And there's Randall on the assist by Hill.
Assist goes to
Hill's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Lillard attacking. Lots of room. And Carroll gets it to go. Carroll's got 5.
You know, and with Pau Gasol, it was weird to think that the Lakers were just so ready to let him go and move on.
Picked by Horford. Smith the pass to George. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. 9 points here for George. Clark, a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half already?
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
And Turner kicks to Roberson. Left side Gasol.
And with the skill set that Pau has and the year he had, there's no telling how long he can play at a high level. Again, one of those guys that never been reliant on the athletic ability to have an impact.
Randall with a screen for Hill. Fires, high post. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Now Lillard. 8 points for him. Pass to Roberson. He kicks it to Gasol. Gasol with another miss.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
And it's good. Fought through contact. Hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Well, I'm sure you guys have heard this, that the nickname that has been given to DeMarre Carroll, the Junkyard Dog, I think it's apropos. Kid drafted out of Missouri back in the 2009 draft.
Yeah, and he actually had to show perseverance to hang around as he bounced around a bit. But I think he's found a home now.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
And Carroll, an energy player who's developed a reliable three-point stroke. I mean, he can also hurt you in transition. He's got terrific size and athleticism, and he also really knows how to play without the basketball.
Biyombo is checked in for Portland. Livingston comes in for Lillard. And the Pacers also making a change. Johnson's checked in. Outside Hill. Back to Horford. Fade away. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Gasol's got 8 rebounds in this game.
And Carroll, by advanced stats, one of the most productive small forwards in our league. I mean, one thing I like, even as he's developed into a three-point threat, he still has an instinct for cutting to the rim off the ball when his defender turns his head. I mean, one of the things I think that allows his team to be so good is his understanding of how to play the game.
Livingston dishes to Robertson. Outside Gasol. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's the break. And here's George for three. Portland grabs the miss. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. And that'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And he better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
And Roberson kicks to Biyombo. Smith outside. Just 5 to shoot. And Roberson pulls it down. The Trailblazers have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%. Knocked away. It's stolen by Hill. Here's Smith. No luck. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. 3-on-3. Roberson the pass to Gasol. .127 left in the second quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Hill. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. George against Gasol. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Pacers have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
You know, I can think of one way to describe George Hill. It's the culmination of several attributes. I mean, he comes from the school of Popovich, plays under control, always in the right place defensively. The way I describe him is just steady.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Biyombo. Landry comes in for Pau Gasol. Morris is checked in for DeMarre Carroll. And it's Henderson for Roberson. And the Pacers call time here. An interesting thing about George Hill, he was traded from the Spurs to the Pacers a few years back. Many people were surprised the Spurs would even trade a valuable veteran when they were trying to win a championship. But who did they trade him for? Kawhi Leonard. A pretty good deal.
Well, you know, Hill is really solid. He knocks down open shots, can run the offense or play off the ball equally well. I think he's a terrific combo guard. Gives you a little bit of everything and does it in a professional way. And that's typically what attracts him to other teams.
And guys, no doubt George Hill had it rough last season. He missed the first 28 games with that left knee injury. Came back for 5, then missed another 11 games before his season got going. But you know what? He had one of his most productive years from that point on.
Here is Livingston. He's guarded by Hill. They set the pick. Henderson kicks to Morris. And the wing jumper offline. And getting back to George Hill, what a second half of the season he had. He tore up several key categories, Clark.
Yeah, he was bogged down by injuries early in the season. Came back to average career highs in points, rebounds, and assists. Partly because he was finally treated and looked to as a go-to guy, and he thrived in that role.
Smith on the wing. Stolen by Henderson. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And Leonard gets it to go.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first. Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for Indiana. Hill is up there with Smith. Then there's Horford. Then it's Amir Johnson. And it's George in the 3, the small forward. Hill kicks to Johnson. Smith right side. And stolen by Lillard. Pass to Henderson. And here they go. And it's slammed in by Turner.
How about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for him.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Johnson. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
George Hill.
Hill's got 5 assists tonight. Lillard outside. Feeds it to Turner. Tries from 10. And the bank shot is good. Turner's got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
Kicks it to Hill. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Johnson dishes to Smith. Puts one up from 19. And it's Portland with the rebound. Lillard outside. Pass to Turner. 16 feet away. Shot is off. And Indiana will come the other way.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Good on the shot.
That is in the gym range, partner. Kevin, he can pull up and knock it down from anywhere. You hear me? From anywhere.
And you know there's really no bad shot for a guy like him when he's firing a 3 like that.
And Lillard kicks to Carroll. He dishes it to Turner. Pulls up on the wing. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And George kicks to Horford. For the lead. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Horford's got 6 points.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Everyone understands the importance of Paul George to the ball club. That's why taking his offensive game to the next level would be so beneficial.
Yeah, he has all the physical tools, the instincts, and obviously he has made those strides. But if he wants to become a top 5 guy, he's still got a little bit of work to do in terms of his game.
Roberson, he's checked in for Gerald Henderson. Carroll with the screen on Hill. Lillard the pass to Carroll. And Roberson kicks to Gasol. Just 5 to shoot. And the basket by Lillard.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
Hill against Lillard. Indiana moving the ball around. Back to George. And the pass to Horford. The shot is off. Some solid defense from Gasol. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to the Nuggets. Indiana trailing here. Dishes to Hill. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Lillard the pass to Gasol. He feeds it to Roberson. The jump hook. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. 14 points for Pau Gasol.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Trailblazers leading by 3. Lillard outside. Now the feed to Gasol. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
To the wing right side. Horford against Turner. Knocks it loose. Horford dishes to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. And Horford wide open. He shoots. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 6 assists here tonight. Now here's Lillard. 11 points in the game. And Lillard gets double teamed. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
For the Trailblazers, Biyombo's checked in for Turner. And Bogdanovich is subbed in for Andre Robertson. Outside Hill. Smith outside. Smith drawn the double team. To the end.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark with the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
It's George on the wing. Carroll covering. Johnson.
Amir Johnson.
From down in the low post, it goes. Johnson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Just great ball movement.
That's his first personal foul.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Indiana.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. McDermott's checked in.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Screen by Smith. And George, here we go. Gasol with the steal. Lillard with it. He's picked up by Hill. McDermott, no one around him. No good on the 3. And George kicks to Hill. Smith with a wide open look. And it's Portland with the rebound. Gasol's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Lillard attacking. Down low. Biyombo kicks to Lillard. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
The Pacers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the 3rd quarter. And here is Hill. He's got 5. Smith outside. Puts up the baby hook. Horford with the bucket, getting it done inside. Horford's got 12.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
And Lillard kicks to Carroll. The dish to McDermott. And the 3-ball is good. McDermott's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Lillard against Hill. He kicks it to Johnson. Pass to Horford. Indiana moving it around. And it's George missing. Trailblazers have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Lillard outside. 6 to shoot. Passes to Biyombo. And it's Carroll in the corner. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And Portland making a change here. Livingston's checked in. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Pau Gasol with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
A different look now for Portland. Myers Leonard comes in for Pau Gasol. And Marcus Morris subbed in for Damari Carroll. Indiana also making some changes. Randall's checked in for Johnson. Aminu comes in for George. And it's Booker in for Smith. Randall no good.
They've clearly been the better team on the glass. But it hasn't necessarily translated to the scoreboard yet.
Yeah, but over a full game, I like their energy. And if they can maintain that level of effort, I think it bodes well for them down the stretch.
Biyombo kicks to Morris. The three. Al Horford with the rebound. Horford's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And Al Horford is just a winner, guys. I mean, win 2 NCAA titles at his time playing for Florida. His teammates call him the Godfather because of how calm and quiet he is in terms of his leadership and the mentoring he provides. It's been the same here in the NBA.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
And again, it's Indiana. And that Florida team with Horford, Noah, and Corey Brewer, such a tight-knit group. All those guys still competing and defending at a very high level now in the NBA.
Each of those guys very team-first in their approach. That's what they're about, winning. And because they've experienced championship winning, they stay locked into that task.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Leonard. The Pacers pull it in. Outside Hill. Feeds it to Aminu. Here's Booker. Off target from outside. Portland trailing here. Livingston kicks to McDermott. And it's good, assisting on the play was Livingston. 6 points for Doug McDermott. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put out.
I'm looking over there at Greg. He's enjoying every second of it,
Yes,
Clark.
he is.
Yeah.
Me
Listen,
too.
the fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail-biter.
Livingston passes to McDermott. There's the pick. To the wing right side. Here's Morris. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Horford with the screen on Leonard. Booker dishes to Horford. Kicks it to Booker. Back to Horford. On the wing Hill. And it's off from three-point range. Portland's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Baseline try. And it's sent back by Hill. And Aminu kicks to Horford. The layup off target. Off the mark. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Pacers lead by 1. From Portland, we're back in a moment. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Here's Barbosa. They've got Turner. Marcus Morris is out there with Carl Landry. Then it's Henderson. And it's Livingston in at the 1. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Barbosa kicks to Booker. Picked by Randall. And Gerald Henderson is going to pick up that foul. That's his first foul. Here's Marjanovic. Right through the D for the layup. And the Pacers lead by 3.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Pass to Morris. He dishes it to Landry. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from 14. And that one's good.
Big shot. As soon as he got an opening, boy, did he let it fly.
Out to the right wing. Back to Barbosa. There's the screen. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results, too.
Yeah, that's a winning formula as far as I'm concerned. They've been the aggressors and far more assertive on the offensive end.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's Marjanovic. It's deflected. Stolen by Henderson. Here's Morris. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
This game, as close as it's been, you really hate to see it come to an end.
I agree.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession. Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
Well, he'd have to be really good to knock down a shot like that against that kind of defense.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Portland.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Livingston passes to Landry. Out to Morris. Again, the miss by Morris.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
Huge play on the offensive glass there to get more second chance points. He's only getting more physical as this game wears on.
Deflects the pass. And stolen by Booker. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
You know, guys, Al-Farouq Aminu, so highly regarded coming out of college, still really finding his way around the NBA. But this last season, with Dallas, he may have found his niche in this league.
That's a great point, Kevin. A guy who can give you a lot of things, rebounding, defense, hustle points. But he's already played on a number of teams in his young career because he's still trying to, as you put it, find that niche. Maybe he's finally developed who he is.
Yeah, and on the topic of Aminu, he's a bit of a tweener. Doesn't have quite the quickness and ball handling skills the top small forwards have. Doesn't have the bulk or grit to match up against the better power forwards. He's a hard fit for what you want to have done at that position.
Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Gerald Henderson.
And guys, getting back to Aminu, he still has the tools to be a really good player, but like so many young guys, he has to focus. He has to bring the intensity 100% every game. And I could see him being one of those late bloomers, if you will. Really, the right play defensively, if you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Paul George, he's checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And finished off by Gasol.
Elevates and powers in the one-hand.
Textbook.
Yeah, and I'm glad, guys, he doesn't go overboard on that one and get a little too fancy.
George against Carroll. To the paint. Here's Marjanovic. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated, in stride.
And the basket by Lillard.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
Randall with a screen for George. To the middle. Layup off the pick. And it's laid in by Randall.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
Lillard dishes to Turner. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 6 assists now in the game.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
George Hill's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. And Lillard kicks to Roberson. The pass to Carroll. 6 on the shot clock. To tie it up. Excellent D there from George. And Jamari Carroll is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalties.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
The Pacers making a change here. Smith is checked in. Nobody near George. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
How about that eclipse? What a screen by Smith.
Randall against Gasol. Back to Lillard. It's stolen by Hill. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. Bogdanovich, who's checked in for Portland. So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a win against the Detroit Pistons. Lillard, the pass to Gasol. The Pacers pull it in.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Dishes it to Carroll. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. The offensive rebound. Pacers leading by 4. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And he makes the first.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half has been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
Roberson, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Al Horford's checked in for Indiana. Lillard against Hill. Lillard dishes to Gasol. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And not not known as a rim rattler. I mean, he's usually kind of rooted to the floor, not elevating to the rim.
Well, Greg, with his length, he doesn't have to go far to get to that rim.
I tell you what, guys, he got it right there without a problem.
Over in the corner, Lillard. Turner with a screen for Lillard. He feeds it to Carroll. 4 on the clock. And stolen by Horford. Now the Pacers moving it up. George with the ball. Horford high post. Outside Hill. For 3, Smith. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got assist number 8 here in this one already. And Lillard gets to Gasol. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
Time call here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Pau Gasol was the number 3 pick back in 2001. He managed to average 18 and 9 his first season, was Rookie of the Year, became a perennial All-Star. There's no way his younger brother Mark, who was a second-round pick, could ever match up to that, right? Not so fast, people. Mark's pretty good, too.
Talking about Pau and brother Mark, both of them were excellent last season. The difference is that Pau has always been considered a great prospect, so detractors are much harder on him when they see cracks, I think, Greg, in his game.
Yeah, you know, for Marc Gasol, it can only exceed expectations because they started out so low. I'd simply say that if I had to pick between one or the other for best career, I'd do everything I could to pick both.
Good way to get out of it. Good answer. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Frank Vogel addressing his team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
And Portland making a change here. Leonard's checked in. Johnson the screen. And George, here we go. An easy layup after coming off the pick. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
That one goes. Count. And now it's up to 25 points for Pau Gasol.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Carroll against George. Johnson with a screen on Carroll. Here's George. And too long on the shot.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
They've had a strong game on that front, Clark, no doubt about it. Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Pulls up. That's good from Horford on the assist by Smith. Smith's got his 4th assist in this one.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Lillard. Johnson with the block. And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it, the fast break chance.
Looking at the game for George, 13 points and 7 assists.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. Lillard outside. The feed to Gasol. It's rebounded by Indiana. Horford's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Timeout called the Pacers. They're up by 6. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Roberson.
Doug McDermott.
A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. And George with the stuff.
And check out the bounce.
Bounce to the ounce. Clark, how about that?
Yeah.
All right,
You
showing
said
him
it,
off
Kevin.
right there. Good move.
You said it, my man. He's a highlight reel waiting to happen.
We've got 1:13 left in the fourth. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession.
But that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Trailblazers trailed by 8. Lillard the pass to Gasol. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Indiana's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. George against Carroll. It's Hill on the wing. Back to George. Just 5 on the clock.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're behind by 7. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
And I'm sure the coach is telling them it ain't over till it's over. Yeah, but I don't know.
Well, it's not looking good for him. We both can agree to that, can't we? I mean, it's got to be a quick bucket, a quick foul, and see what happens after that.
Time definitely not on their side.
They need a very quick bucket, a real quick one.
Here's Leonard. The rebound by Johnson. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Hill against Lillard. Hill dishes to George. George double teamed on the wing. Johnson. It's tipped. Pass to Hill. Here's Horford. And it's Portland with the rebound. Deep 2 from Carroll. No good there. So it's Indiana picking up the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at